We are Group 7, F&F. Our topic is Starbucks Service Improvement, and I'm Alex. Our group members include Elot, Zachary, Jason, Jay, Stephen, and Leo. Why we start doing this project? Starbucks in HKUST is crowded in class time, especially at the time between classes. Here's the problem. It always has a long queue formed and customers have to wait outside the store. And some of the customers are intolerant to wait and leave. To improve the situation and raise customer satisfaction, we would like to use the technique of DMAIC to investigate the problems and seek some new ways to tackle it. So the first is a define phase. Before customers buying a drink in Starbucks, they often wait outside Starbucks as the queue is too long. In order to increase customer satisfaction, we are going to find out the reasons that lead to a long queue. A focus group is required to look into the reasons. Our focus group is defined as customers visit Starbucks at least twice per week. And our goal statement is reduce the wasting time of customers in Starbucks. The opportunity statement is an opportunity exists to increase the profit by minimizing the service time.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the major part of our Starbucks project. And a meeting was arranged to meet the focus group such that we have a basic understanding of how Starbucks is operated and the drink the customer usually ordered. Based on the meeting with the focus group, 5 drinks is given, namely green tea latte, white chocolate mocha, caramel macchiato, hot chocolate, and cappuccino. Our group will focus on these 5 drinks and look into the making process. Besides, ordering process is another factor that we want to observe as the customers sometimes find the name of the food and drinks difficult to pronounce. It may lead to the ordering time longer. Site visits and observation are used to collect the data required. We have been to Starbucks to have an on-site visit and data taking. Processing time of drinks and food are collected. Firstly, we need the time of processing time of each step of each drink from all 5 drinks. Then, by doing simulation, we can approximately know the average time of each step as well as the total time required to prepare one drink. By comparing the time required to produce one drink by machine, we can know the amount of improvement of processing time. And here is a example of how we use Arena to do the simulation. We have the all the distribution of the step, and we will do a simulation to see the total time needed for making one drink. And for the time to make a cappuccino, it is around 1.59 minutes. And for the time for making caramel macchiato, it's around 1.33 minutes. And for hot chocolate, it takes around 2.71 minutes. And for the iced green tea latte, it takes about 2.1 minutes. And finally, for the white chocolate mocha, it takes about 1.45 minutes.
I'm Stephen, and now I'm going to talk about the analyze phase. Based on the data collected in Starbucks, a process capability test is conducted to find the mean, the lower specification limit, and the upper specification limit. And then a probability plot is plotted to prove the normality of the data. So we set the USL to be 3.5 minutes and the LSL to be 1.5 minutes. And after calculations, we find that the CP is equal to 0.2%, which means the processing time used is approximately equals to 357% of the total specification band. And then we find that the CPK is equal to 0.23, which is less than the CP, so that we can conclude that the system is off-center. And after that, we're going to make use of the DOE, the design of experience, to improve the current situations of slow processing times. And then the Also, the result of normality plot shows that there's no significant effect on the types of products to the processing time. So therefore, we can assume that every type of the order has similar processing time. And then we have also constructed a cause and effects diagram. And we find that the factors that affect the process time is mainly because of the procedures of different kinds of drinks and the queuing policy. And now I'm going to pass the time to my groupmate to further explain the project.
Next, we will conduct a DOE test to analyze the effect of the type of food and drink, including hot drink, cold drink, and beverage. And that means food. First, we will collect data. Upon hundreds of customer order data, as mentioned in the measure phase, we will select the data point randomly. But as there is only one data point consists of one hot drink and cold drink together, therefore we can only do the DOE test like the replication is just once. And the data we choose, which is randomly but not humanly affected, is in the lower right hand corner. You can see. Then we will conduct the DOE test using Minitab, and finally the results show that there is no significant effect on which type of food and drink chosen, and the normal plot of the effect is shown in this slide. You can see that there are somehow light on the normal plot line, so it's shown that no factor was significant. So to conclude, there is no significant effect between the service time and any type or combination of food and beverage. Therefore, it should not be focused on improving one type of food or drinks. However, during the measurement time, we see that there was overwhelming demand on the hot drinks. Therefore, in the following improvement process, we will focus on hot drinks.
Per the site visits to the Starbucks coffee shop in the campus, after the investigations and observations, it is noted that the process of making the coffee is relatively time-consuming among other processes, for example, the waiting process. In order to tackle these production problems, it is proposed to use an automatic coffee-making machine. This picture shown on the screen is a prototype of that machine. The aims of this machine are to reduce the time for working in mixing, replenishing, and taking the materials of the coffee during the production process. The working principle is relatively easy. On the top of the machine is the 8 replenishment positions for placing 8 different raw materials, adding the required raw materials of the coffee on the top of the machine, and then giving the order by choosing within the coffee needs shown on the touch screen menu, which placed in the middle of the machine. The coffee will be automatically mixed with the milled coffee beans and raw materials. The mixing process will be conducted inside the machines and pulled out through the respective pipe. The semi-finished coffee will be transferred to the front sides of the machines by conveyor to add milk and steam per required. Then ordered coffee will be made and handed to the customer. Once the material are used up, replenishment process is relatively easy by simply changing the boxes and hopper, and the whole process can be repeated again and again.
After having the machine, we estimate the time spent on each type of drink, and this table show you the before improvement and after improvement, the time spent differences. Moreover, we also use t-test to test whether there is a differences. First of all, we set the null hypothesis be U old system equal to U new system, and the H1 be the U old system larger than the U new system. And then we use the MATLAB to calculate the t-value, and we find that the test statistic is larger than the t-value. It is 1.65, is larger than the t-value 1.45. So we have the result that the null hypothesis is rejected, and it shows our the old system is improved by the new policy So we have the machine, and there is the differences we have.
Now I'm going to talk about the control phase in the DMAIC. In order to help to maintenance the machine, if there is any failure, we need to set up a menu of coffee machine in case there is any problem existed. For example, the coffee does not come out, so as we can see in the table, there is some problem, and we also have the cause and as well as the solution are given. If the coffee can't come out, there is several causes. For example, no water is in the reservoir, so we need to add water in it. Besides, we will suggest to set up a new self-service coffee machine. This new self-service coffee machine is good because we can know the exact amount of money needed to pay, as well as we can know the amount of time to brew the cup or machine. It helps reduce the production time and also improve the customer satisfaction. Thirdly, we also need to provide some regular training for the staff, as the staff need to familiarize with the daily operation if they are newly hired. Also, up-to-date notice to be given to staff, as they need to provide a professional image and information to the customer, so staff need to be updated if any new information is given.
To conclude, throughout the whole project, we followed the DMAIC method, and finally, we figure out the self-service coffee machines can reduce the production time and improve customer satisfaction. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you.